Sacred Games is another of Netflix's original TV series. I've been very impressed with Netflix's choices of late, especially when it comes to the series that are based in the non-English speaking countries. We recently reviewed some of their other original series like Dark and The Rain. Both are quite unique, and Dark was particularly well received, The Rain not so much. But nevertheless, now we find ourselves with Sacred Games. Sacred Games is an 8-part miniseries based on the critically acclaimed best-selling novel Sacred Games by author Vikram Chandra. It tells the story of a policeman, a criminal overlord, a Bollywood film star, politicians, cultists, spies and terrorists. All of this is wrapped up into an overarching storyline that has a time limit set to it. I should say that Netflix once again gave us these episodes to review and gave us very specific instructions of what we could and could not reveal, so I'll skirt around the edges and give you my best non-spoilery review. The series is set in modern-day Mumbai, which is one of the things that I feel makes the series really strong. Mumbai is full of life and colour and rich religious diversity and culture. The writers of Sacred Game obviously had a look and feeling that they wanted to get across, and I think for the most part they really managed it. One of the main protagonists is Sajay Sindh, who is a seasoned cynical police officer. One morning he gets an anonymous phone call. The voice promises him an opportunity to capture a powerful overlord.
Kaun? Suno na.
As the stakes mounts and Sajay seeks knowledge, the two players realize that there's much more going on in fact it's a much larger scenario and it expands beyond their city limits. One of the very first things I noticed in the first episode was just how great it looked, and this didn't change in the subsequent episodes. I have to admit I was a little bit distracted by the cinematography, especially when they were shooting at night, which was about 75% of the time. Seriously though, the series looks really great. It's beautiful, the shots are well crafted. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to look like that. It was just stunning and beautiful. My reference for Indian films are Bollywood films. I was half expecting sharp, fast cuts with a few music videos thrown in for good measure. As is the standard with Bollywood features. This series does not shy away from the culture and many religions that a city like Mumbai is known for. I have some frame of reference. I have been to Nepal a couple of times and was amazed at just how vibrant the cultures was. This series doesn't shy away from any of that. Instead, it all embraces it. All the religions, the culture, the language, they all play a huge part in this story. And for the most part, I think it's very, really well executed. I did come across one issue though. When I was reading the subtitles, and I was reading fast, that were flying across the screen, every now and again the actors would change into English, which I know is normal for the culture. So you jump around from languages. So you're speaking in your natural language and they jump to English. So I found it really difficult to follow because their Indian accents were so strong that I had to try and lip read what they were saying. Even then, that didn't annoy me because I know that's authentic to the culture. It was just hard to follow at times, which brings me to my only disappointment of the series, I think. I was thoroughly impressed with the acting, the score and the cinematography. The cinematography is stunning, as I said. The score often carries the series and sets the tone for what's about to happen. It's like the heartbeat of the series. And then the acting is superb, especially the main protagonist. Their on-screen performances are mesmerizing at times. But the story to me did feel a tad messy. It's often hard to follow. I found that I couldn't watch more than one episode at a time. I had to leave the episode and process it and then come back to it so that I think I could understand it. For the most part, I don't think that's too bad. Not everything has to be binge-worthy, but I did feel like the story needed to be in less places at once. When you are following a story thread of whatever's happening in a particular episode, it's great, but then it tends to hop somewhere else, and sometimes it can take you a while. Well, I found it took me a while to try and pick up what was going on. That being said, I have a feeling that that's probably just my issues, a lack of understanding of culture maybe. The show, I feel, is so authentic at showing all the ins and outs of the world that it doesn't really take any time to think about a worldwide audience. There are no Hollywood isms in this series. There are no dumbing down the plot line. the best way for me to describe this series would be if you took Netflix's Narcos, which is fantastic, added a bit of The Sopranos, which is also amazing, and had Denis Villeneuve direct the cinematography and then set it in Mumbai, then this is the series you'd get. All in all, I think it's a very ambitious series that I'm eager to see what you guys think. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Sacred Games is out on July the 6th. Let me know what you think. I love chatting to you guys in the comments. Like I said, it's an ambitious project. It looks beautiful. The acting is amazing. It was hard to follow at times. I'd love to hear about what you guys think of this, and whether you know about it, and whether you're going to, like, if it's on your clock, if you knew about it that was coming. I'm quite intrigued and see what they will do next. Thanks as always for really watching the Ruby Tuesday reviews and commenting. We love our community. So if you want to chat to us about something, or if you have a particular opinion about something, then let us know. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And remember, live long and Tuesday.